So, today we're going to be talking about recruiting and what it looks like to put together your first team, or your 30th team, at which point you should know how to do this. So anyway, you have to consider the type of ministry location you're going to be serving, what type of people would generally need to be on a team to fulfill those needs, and then think of where in your circles of influence, church, school, class, home, your neighborhood, you could find those people. And then you got to figure out what's the best way to get in touch with them. So it's pretty simple, but it's a lot of work. But it's fine. Hundreds and thousands of missions teams have gone out in the past, so you're just joining those ranks of people who are becoming leaders. So basically, for instance, say I was taking a team to Thailand a couple summers ago to work with evangelism to Buddhists by reading them the Bible. That one is pretty general, and anyone can do that. Anyone can teach English to someone using the Bible with the proper training. So what I did was sent out hundreds of emails or Facebook messages or mass texts to tons of friends, had phone conversations, in-person conversations, and you can go speak at your church, you can put up flyers, you can have a table or a booth in the cafeteria or outside in your main quad area or the plaza or at a missions conference or at some other school's Bible lectures. We did all of those and they were all successful. But it's time and it's work, but that's why we're letting you go for free and we're giving you all this training. There's always just people, always people. Rebecca, do you have anything to add? What are your thoughts on recruiting? What are some pitfalls you could run into? What are some successful ways to do it?
The first thing I would say is pray.
We're filming! Continue.
The first thing I would say is pray. Ask God to lead you bring to mind who is in your circle of influence, who you should ask. And then I would say start with your circle of influence. Keep friends. Don't be shy. Like, you never know. If just be like, hey, I'm leading this trip to such and such a place. Would you be interested in coming? Do you feel like you want to go on a mission trip? You never know where people are at. And then from there, I would say, I talk to my pastor. I would talk to your pastor and go to him and be like, I'm leading this mission trip. Is it possible to talk to people from our church? Is there any... And he was very helpful. He's like, we have a missions committee. You can come and you can pitch your idea. And then if we want to get behind you, then we'll put it in the bulletin. And yeah.
That's perfect. So there are a plethora of ways to recruit for your team. Don't let distance be a negative factor. For one of our teams, we had people from Southern California, Oregon, Kentucky, and Washington, D.C., and Northern California, all training on the team virtually with a Google Hangout, and getting to know each other, emailing back and forth, phone calls, and meeting up in other countries for the first time, a lot of them, and it went fantastic. So don't think that you only have to recruit from your living area or your classes. God works in mysterious ways, especially in the 21st century. You can recruit all around the planet to go serve those in need wherever God wants to take you. Just have faith, pray, trust, have the courage, and go out there and start talking to people, send some messages, and just have faith, put it together. We wish you luck. You guys will do just fine.
And if you want to go recruit at a neighboring university in town, take a friend and get a contact at that university. Help them get you into a classroom or a booth or at a missions conference, or just talk to a Christian club if you can.
I would also say that when you ask your friends, do you know anyone that would want to go on a mission trip? So then they're asking people that they know, because the people that you know are always more, they already know you, they trust you, and they're going to be more open to going than a perfect stranger you have to convince that you're not crazy.
Totally. So. One of my friends took her college roommate, and it was fantastic. I didn't know the college roommate at all, but now she's one of my strong, close sisters. So, I mean, God works through all of us as the body, so just do it. Have faith.